Thank you. It says here, Gunny, keep it short. It's actually my DNA report. I have to pull it up here. This is, my DNA says I'm 100% United States Marine. You have a right to scrutinize your elections. Yes. You have a First Amendment right to assemble. Yes. We all serve at the consent of the governed. Yes. And if that consent has been compromised, we no longer have a constitutional republic. We don't have elections, we have appointments. We're not communists. No. I did not sign up in 1977 and sign my piece of paper when I was 18 years old and take an oath to the Constitution, this little piece of paper here, this book right here, to sell out and allow these commies to take over with a passive-aggressive way of conducting a civil war. I'm sorry I'm going off my script. I've had a little bit too much coffee today. It is your birthright. Your vote is your birthright. It's been paid for by the blood, sweat, and tears of patriots, past, present, and the future is going to maintain that you maintain that right. Let us examine what we've just dealt with for the last 9 months. The mistruths and misinformation and lies that are led by the lamestream media, the Secretary of State's office, and the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors. We wanted to conduct our audit there at the county facility. They chose to push it off-site. And guess who never lifted a finger? Secretary of State, Katie Hobbs. So what happens? We have to move it off-site, and then the hobgoblin wants to try and complain and say that we are violating the, chain of custody. She should have stood up and done her job. Her job is supposed to be neutral on a situation like this. She's supposed to be protecting every voter. Republican, Democrat, Independent, everybody. She failed. She didn't step up. She didn't do her job. She should resign right now. I really wasn't prepared to come up and get everybody all rabble-roused because, you know, it's been a long day here, but I'm just fed up, honestly. I'm fed up. I'm sick of it. We wanted to conduct an audit there, like I said. They chose to push it off-site. We wanted to examine the ballots, everything maintained under the same custody and same environment where everything was tabulated. They chose to push it away and cause all kinds of logistical nightmares that we had to deal with. You know, I have to salute the unsung heroes, are all the volunteers that did the painstaking work of counting every piece of paper, every bubble. And then the most egregious thing, to hear the lamestream media criticize you, challenge and question your integrity. And the Board of Supervisors, what did they do? They parroted the same gibberish. That level of contempt is unbelievably, outrageously unacceptable, and you should hold them accountable. This fight does not end right here. You heard Kern Fann, we're going to refer things to the Attorney General, and hopefully some people will be able to be held accountable. Just wait, there's more. They criticized the fake news, the county, and then they called in the Department of Injustice to try to intimidate us. And what did we do? We sent Senator Rogers after him. Senator Rogers said, if you come to Arizona, you're going to be locked up. What do we have here in Arizona? We have a lot of desert here, don't we? What do we have in the desert? Sand. So Wendy Rogers and we all said, go pound sand! Oh God, I'm having having too much fun. Okay. We're in a battle for this state and this country, this county, everything, this country. We shall not quit. We shall not relax. We shall not weaken. Surrender is not in my creed. Is it in your creed? Which gets me to another thing, because I always say that we're a party of no. Wow. So let's just examine that. Do we think that this was a free and fair election? Did we conduct a fraud? Guess who did? Maricopa County did. They conducted a fraud because they didn't do an audit. They did a fraud. They tried to perpetrate and promote and perpetrate that their inspection by the election commission people that came out to certify machines, because guess what? The EAC does not certify companies to do audits. They certify companies to come out and certify that the election machines are operating properly at the time of inspection. They can call it an audit, you have to call it a ham sandwich, but we all know it's baloney. So this is what we found. We found that there was cyber unsecurity, deleted files, evidence not preserved. This was hooked to the internet. And right off the bat, right off the top of my head, just quick cursory, violation of 52 U.S. Code 20701 and 18 U.S. Code 595, federal crimes. When you're deleting files, guess what? You just nullified an election. Pure and simple. The law says you nullified an election. This is the thing that rings true and dear to my heart, first and foremost. Now they did it. Now listen, they all said we weren't trying to. This is all about Donald Trump and Biden and all that. Just think about this. Just think about the corruption of the lamestream media. Supervisor Chukri said that some of his colleagues were worried that if we dug deeper, that they didn't win their election. Don't you find it amazing how the lamestream media went completely dead silent? There's submarines, they're running silent and running deep on this one. That means 2 Democrat supervisors, potential supervisors, got disenfranchised and lost their election. Was it stolen? This is the corruption that's going on right now. And when you see the 6 o'clock news and you see our local news here, watch. You know the truth, and you're gonna see it. Now when you see it, just turn off the TV. Don't turn into certain radio stations anymore. 50s on 5 is good. That's what I like, 50s on. Or the big band station. Okay, but let's getting back to the internet hookup. If we have internet hookup, which was obviously confirmed today, that means we possibly have foreign interference. We expect that from our adversaries because that's what our adversaries do. They try to hack into a system. By the way, if they can hack a pipeline, they can hack this, right? We're born at night, not last night. Okay. If 2 people, that's a conspiracy. Anyway, but if there's domestic interference, that cannot be looked the other way. But if we find out there's domestic interference in concert with foreign interference, somebody belongs freaking against a wall. So they called us conspiracy theorists. So guess what? It's no longer a theory. We can prove. We can prove that there was a conspiracy of a cover-up perpetrated by the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors, the Secretary of State's office, and perpetuated by the lamestream fake news. In closing, in the Marines we call it, we have to have staying power. Staying power. Stay focused. Stay vigilant. Stay strong. Stay motivated. Stay vigilant. Never surrender. Surrender is not in our creed. We're Americans. We never surrender. God bless you. Improve your net and hire a bit. Hoorah!
All right. Also, Wendy got her lift, right? She probably just jumped right up there because I know when she makes fundraising calls, in between each call, she does, I think, still 10 push-ups, or do you do more? 10 push-ups, that's why she's so buff. I'm going to tell you that Salon magazine, and you probably have never heard of it because it's a leftist radical rag. So back in the day when I was running for U.S. Senate, they called me Lady Trump, and they thought it was an insult. I thought it was great. I'm like, yeah, I take that. So the leftist media loves to insult Wendy. Okay, and they think, I don't think it is an insult, but they've called her KelliWard on steroids, and they've called her KelliWard in khaki. I know that she is Wendy Rogers, fighter for this United States, patriot who believes in everything we believe in, and without further ado, here is Senator Rogers.
What an honor to be here today. This is a situation of states' rights. We are states of the United States who gave the federal government their power. And so, but for Arizona, I've traveled the country on a 5-week trip, and all these Americans come up to me and say, we're looking to you, Arizona. We're looking to you to find the truth of what happened in 2020. The U.S. Constitution gives us the plenary power to oversee the U.S. presidential election. And so today, you got the truth. And no matter what the left says, we will keep this in the narrative. We will stay focused. We will persevere. We will hold those who are criminally accountable. And now I want to read you something.